Hello, this is Eduardo Esteban Mexica. I'm going to tell you my experience of going to church. I go to church every Sunday. I was part of the catechism with Reverend Thomas Butcher at Divine Savior Parish, and I'm in this yearbook right here. So I'm going to tell you my experience of praying to God in heaven in the church. This is the book. So right there it is. That's what I went through. It says ambulance right here, huh? Because of sin, you people don't want to believe the truth that God also didn't save me from all your sins. Because, like I said, you don't have to be crucified on a cross to be killed by mobs of crazy people. Mobs of crazy people in Jerusalem wanted to see a man called Jesus saved by God. And God didn't save them, and they crucified him. And they all went home disappointed because God would not do things their way. Mobs of lunatics, crazies. God didn't save them. And basically, you don't have to be crucified on a piece of board to be crucified, because you killed me 3 times already. 3 times. Your heart went out and you killed me 3 times already because of your sins. So I lost my life. I lost my life, so I had to go, when I die and go to heaven, I had to take that with me eternity, eternal through heaven, knowing that you wrecked my whole life, and God will not restore my life. He will not restore my life. And He's not going to, He did not save me. I can speak for myself that I prayed to God, and I walked to the temple, and prayed to God, but God is not going to save me. And worshiping a statue named Jesus, only God can save you. And every time Jesus says only God can do that. And He has no powers to save you. Only God can. So I'm letting you know that every time you do sin against me, the ambulance comes and takes me to the hospital. And I bleed to death and everything else, like any other human being. And I lose my life. So once again, I'm going to tell you again to stop sinning. Turn to God. Turn back to God and stop sinning. That God does exist. And if I really can, I really wish that God would do something one more time to turn your people away from sins. Thug life and killing for money and killing people and robbing people is not the way to be anywhere in the whole universe. So stop your sinning. This is the electricity man of the whole universe. People have to stop sinning. Robbing and killing people for this money is not the way to go. And living the thug life is not the way to be. You have to stop sinning against each other. So please stop sinning. Like I told you, every time you sin against me, every year after year, 3 to 4 months every year, every time you sin against me, into the hospital I go. Again, next year, another 3 or 4 months into the hospital. Next year, 9 to 10 years back and forth into the hospital because of your sins. 3 to 4 months every year because of your sins you commit violently against people. If you beat me up, normally drag me to the hospital. And people have to stop sinning. Like I said, the thug life and criminal acts and shooting people for what you want is not the way to go. And it's not for me to judge you, it's up to the Creator in heaven to judge you. And if He sends you to hell, it's not my fault. Because I already warned you to stop sinning. And this is the electricity man of the whole universe, So I'd ask you people one more time to stop sinning. You say, look, they drag me to the hospital. I'm an entertainer, but this isn't acting. This is not acting. How many times have you killed me? 3 times already. 3. From the heart. Ambulance. I keep being dragged to the hospital. And I'm the person that goes to church. And thinking you go to church, that God's going to save you. God didn't save me. God didn't save me, so please stop sinning. People have to stop sinning. Like I said, the thug life is not the way to be. And killing and robbing nations for what you want is not the way to be. People have to stop sinning. So one more time, this is the electricity man of the whole universe. And like I said, God didn't save me. He didn't save Jesus Christ. He also killed him. And I'm not going to be able to save you either. Only God can save you. I can tell you to stop sinning, but you have to make a decision. You're going to walk with the devil your whole life, or walk with God in heaven. So please stop sinning. And like I said, you don't have to be crucified on a board to be crucified by human beings. So have a good day, and goodbye from the electricity man of the whole universe. See that? It says ambulance right there, ambulance. Ambulance is where I go to when you sin. They drag me into the hospital, all bleeding and everything in the hospital because of your sins. And God does not save me like he doesn't save most people. And if he saved somebody, well, he didn't save me. So I'm warning you now to stop sinning. Have a good day. And there's the 3 deaths already. Have a good day from the electricity man.